Good afternoon, one and all. My name is JD, aka Corrupted, and a little bit of an odd time for a League of Legends match. It's been a couple of weeks. Mustangs have gone from 1-0 in week 1. Now they are sitting 2-1 as we enter into our week 4 matchup today at 2. But it's not our only match of League of Legends today. We're up against the Titans right now, but later in the day, let me check my notes really quick over here. But the Mustangs up against the Titans now at 2 p.m. And then later in the day at 8 p.m., we're up against a familiar foe, Wake Tech. A team that we've played many times before, whether it be in Valorant or Rocket League. But for the first time in a long time, we play them in League of Legends. But today's match is going to be incredible. Got a couple of really, really great members of the team here. We've got Dorian, Trundle, NA American, Dragard, and Alice is our five-man squad for this game of League of Legends. These guys looking to get things started here fairly soon. I'm really excited for this game. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had League of Legends streamed, so happy to have them back. Like I said before, both teams coming to this matchup 2-1, looking to go to 3-1, not looking to go 500. So we'll see what both these teams are able to do here. Once again, there will be a game at 8 p.m., not at 7, at 8. Talking about our schedule here, let's take a look at our weekly streaming schedule. Of course, things all start off here with our League of Legends match. It says Monday at 7:30. That game is actually at 8 tonight. That was postponed. We've obviously got our game at 2 p.m. right now. Super Smash no longer happening on Tuesdays. Unfortunately, we are no longer a part of that league, so we will no longer have Super Smash. Overwatch on Wednesdays. These guys are on a wink streak, haven't dropped a map yet, and will look to do so, and will look to continue to do so into this next week. Valorant, big win for them. They played the Cardinals last week. A very great 2-0, looking for another great match. They are 3-1 in their league. Rocket League, 6:30 p.m. Unfortunately, we will be unable to stream Rocket League and Rainbow Six, which will be at 7:30 p.m. Hopefully, we'll have different people that are able to do that stream that aren't me, but unfortunately, I am not able to stream those games. And that's a look at our streaming schedule. Obviously, you take out the Super Smash Bros. And you take out the Rocket League and Rainbow streams at the end of the week. I apologize for not being able to stream those games, but obviously we look forward to all that they have to offer for this week. Week 5 of the regular season for most of, if not all of these teams is this week. And I'm excited for it. It's going to be a great week of esports here on the Mustangs channel. If you guys are looking for any more live action, look no further than the MC3 Esports Twitch channel. Give us a follow, drop a chat, whatever you guys want to do. As well as on our YouTube channel, Mustangs Esports, spelled with an S, right at the end of Mustangs. We try to upload all of our VODs there as quickly as possible. I think I'm a little bit behind, about a week and a half behind, but those streams will be uploaded in due time. But right now, we are waiting patiently to get this game started. Mustangs ready to go. So it looks like the Titans are ready to go too. They're just finishing off their draft right now. We'll see that draft play out in game in just a minute or so. And once we get into that game, let the fun begin. For those of you that have never watched League of Legends before, it's a great, great game. I don't know a whole ton about it, though. So getting into picks and bans and things like that, I probably won't say much. Once we get into the game, I'll give you guys the play-by-play action as much as I can. But I will let you guys know I will have gaps in my knowledge. I'll try my best. Please correct me in chat, in the comments, if you guys are watching this on YouTube. Feel free to correct me at any time. I do look back on all of our comments. I look back on our Twitch logs and things like that. So anything that can help me learn more about this game would be much appreciated. But things looking to get started here in just a minute or two. Just waiting on the Mustangs to finish off their draft for tonight. For this afternoon. I keep on forgetting what time it is. It's 2:16. It's one of the earliest streams that we have done as a Mustangs team, so happy to do it. Obviously a doubleheader here tonight as we look for our League of Legends stream later in the night up against the Wake Tech Falcons, right? Wake Tech Falcons, Wake Tech Eagles. I'm not really sure on that one. I can actually look that up right now as we are waiting for this game to begin. But hopefully you guys are having a great Monday morning, Monday afternoon. And we will get into our Monday afternoon game very quickly here. Wake Tech Eagles. It's the team that we're up against. As it looks like we're going to be postponed for just a minute. Going to use a little bit of a break here. But Mustangs ready to go and the Titans are ready to go. I'm going to bring stream to a quick break. And we'll be right back with game 1 of the Mustangs up against the Titans. So stay right there. It's going to be a great game of League of Legends.
He plans to add a
And welcome back, Mustangs, getting things ready to go. As no draft, it's a blind pick for these teams. They previously drafted out in a separate program, so you'll know that they did indeed do a draft. They're just not going to show it. Mustangs have their picks in, so do the Titans, and this game can get underway fairly quickly here. And we are just waiting on everyone to get everything started. We got about 40 seconds here. Well, here we'll prepare the loadout, and now we've got our streaming delay. 3 minutes is the same thing we run on any NJCAAE stream. Only difference is that now we have to wait 3 minutes for this game to get underway. Mustangs in a good position coming into this one, 2-1. After a couple of really, really fun matches. These guys have really spent a lot of time preparing together as a team, not only to face each and every opponent that they come across, including the Titans that they play this week, but really anyone. I believe they have a LAN tournament coming up as well. It's been really exciting. Mustangs proved to be pretty well at LAN tournaments over this past weekend. Valorant on Saturday at the Block was 8th overall out of, I believe, 12 teams. So not the best result for them, but they still played really well, played pretty hard, got a couple of wins under their belt. Mustangs Overwatch did a little bit better. The only community college-based team in their this tournament. They came in 4th place overall, almost 3rd, so close to 3rd, but Mustangs in a great position for both Overwatch and for Valorant. Those two teams working so very well together. So those were on Saturday and Sunday respectively. We got 1 minute and 37 seconds left, and then we will get this game underway. All right, and now we are getting into game. The screen is black. It's all good. It's just this game loading, and we will get everything underway. Hopefully the audio will work as well, and I don't have to kind of mess with that. Here we are on the loading screen. Mustangs on the bottom of your screens. Here we go. The Mustangs look to get things started here with a big win here in game 1. As we all look to move things forwards. Mustangs running Trundle in the top lane. I know they're running Alice in the jungle as well. As I apologize, the screen's going to go black for just a second as I make sure you guys have audio. There we go. Now, once we get back into the game, we're on NA American right now. So we are on with Dorian, sitting in the mid lane. These guys pretty much staring each other down. Same with NA American in the bottom lane. We'll see what the Mustangs can do here. Minions have spawned. We will get this game underway. As immediately there, Dorian going in, trying to grab the first kill of this game. He'll be able to get out of there. Mustangs find themselves in a great position right now. Dorian, can he get the first kill of this game? He's going to be really close to it. He'll go in, and he will grab the first kill of this game. Only 2 minutes and 18 seconds into the game as well. Great moves from him. Mustangs making waves in all 3 lanes, almost fully pushed up in all 3 of them towards their first objectives. The first towers, I mean. Dorian right back at it and back into the action against the mid laner for the Titans. These guys going at it back and forth. Dorian is not healed from their first encounter, so still looking a little low. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we got Dragart and NA American playing very, very well together as a combo. Typically, it's Dragart and Alice, but Alice currently in the jungle replacing NA American. They just made the decision to swap places for this game. We'll see how that plays into the Mustang strategy. Mustang's still doing a really good job here. Up by 0.5K currently. The great money race. NA American getting a little bit of an attack here as Alice comes to join the fray, makes it a 3v2, looking for their second pick of the game. Will they find it? Oh, they're so close on one in order to get that kill, but they will not find it. The Mustangs able to turn around that fight. A 2v2 to a 2v3. Mustangs not letting up any room here. Both members of that bottom lane looking a little low. Trundle looking good in that top lane for the Mustangs. A little bit low, but still pretty good levels. Got 2 level 3s, 2 level 4s, and a level 5 on the side of the Titans. Meanwhile, Mustangs, 4 level 4s and 1 level 5. We're now at the 5-minute mark, so the first Drake will spawn, the first dragon. I believe that is a Hextech Drake or Chemtech. So either empowering auto attacks or extra attack speed for the team that's able to get it. Neither team looks fully interested right now, so we'll see what they want to do about that first Drake. Meanwhile, first set of Void Grubs should also be spawning soon. NA American looking a little low on that bottom lane. He's able to get out of there, though. Dorian getting in some nice damage. Trundle as well, looking to get in some good damage. So look to continue to level up. And just like that at the 6-minute mark, the Mustangs, not the Mustangs, but the Void Grubs have spawned. It looks like the jungler for the Titans is going to make his way over there. We'll get support from the mid laner. These two top laners going at it as well in the bottom lane. Mustang sitting in a pretty good position right now, up by almost 1,000 gold. 1 kill, 6 minutes and 41 seconds have elapsed. It looks like the Titans are able to grab the Void Grubs. Gives them quite an advantage going into this. Believe Void Grubs give extra damage towards the towers. Correct me if I'm wrong there. So Mustangs are going to look to keep the Titans off the towers for just the next little bit as the Void Grub effect plays out. Mustangs able to grab that Chemtech Drake, so they'll all have extra attack speed. So I think they'll like Dorian. Meanwhile, fighting the game with the jungler. Defending some of the jungle here, and he'll try to grab a kill. Will he be able to grab it? Alice joins the fray as well. They got him low, and they will be able to take them out. Dorian getting credit for the kill. Gives the Mustangs another boost in gold. Meanwhile, they'll make their way through. Still in the bottom lane, NA American looking for the surprise attack right now. He'll make himself known, but not much more than that. He'll get out of there. Meanwhile, Dorian still fighting in that middle lane. A little bit of extra damage taking off that turret, but still in a decent enough position. Meanwhile, in that top lane, the fight continues between these two level 7s. I believe they are both the highest levels on their team. Well, Trundle is tied with Dorian currently. These two at a little bit of a stalemate here, 8 minutes and 34 seconds into this game. Get our second Drake coming down fairly soon. I believe the same can be said about the Void Grubs. We'll see what both teams are able to do as we get close to leaving the beginning parts of this game. Trundle grabbing some great damage here. So both looking fairly close right now. Multiple fights occurring here. As Dorian gains a little bit of momentum with his posse. That bottom lane turret, about a quarter damage. Dorian keeping that mid laner stuck to the turret for a little bit of defense on his end. Mustangs grabbing some items here. Get a quick look at the Titans jungler. They move across. Both Dragart and I believe NA American return to the bottom lane after collecting some nice little items there. They have yet to die. Only 2 kills in this game. Mustangs have both of them. We're about a minute away from the next set of Void Grubs spawning. Shouldn't be too far away from the next Drake as well. It's about 5 minutes after the death of the Drake where we'll get our next one. Dorian, all attack, not even on the minions. Looks like there's a little bit of a gank potential in that mid lane. But with that, the Void Grubs have spawned, and it looks like looking for every advantage that they can have. Dorian gets a little stuck, but Dorian's able to get 1 kill there. Will he be able to try to grab a second? Uses his ultimate there. A little bit of a close fight, both of them at half, but Dorian, with some big damage, will be able to grab a second kill. Meanwhile, the Mustangs in the bottom lane looking for a pick themselves. Dorian with 4 out of 4 kills, and Dragart makes it a 5th for the Mustangs, 3K gold. As it looks like the Titans able to take their consolation prize as a set of Void Grubs. We're about a minute away from the next Drake spawning, so we'll see what that is in just a minute, but almost through that first tower for the Mustangs in the bottom lane. On a 4K gold lead for them. Only 11 minutes into this game, we are very close to the mid game here. Dragart and American able to grab some more items here. Dorian once again catching the mid laner on the back foot here. Alice comes in for a little bit of glory as well. Alice will be able to get the kill. That might have been a strategic move on the Mustangs for XP to let Alice grab that kill. She'll make her way back into the jungle or over to the Drake, where she will look to grab another Drake advantage for the Mustangs. I believe that will be a Mountain Drake, so increased damage against objectives. Something similar to what the Void Grubs get you. Mustangs up 6-0, kill confirmed wise. Up almost 4K gold. And the Mustangs will indeed get that Drake. It is an Infernal Drake, so I got that one wrong. Grants ability power and attack damage. The Hex Gates have activated. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it might mean that we're getting a Hex Tech Drake in just a minute, or in 5 minutes, which empowers auto attacks. Mustangs playing well in the bottom lane, looking to take down their first tower. And they'll do it with the kill. Dragard able to grab another kill on the Titans. They're sitting at that. Heard it in game, and I will say it again. Turret plating will fall fairly soon. Puts the Mustangs in a great position as they've already got some great damage on all 3 of the turrets. Trundle looking to take that initial kill in the top lane. He won't do it just yet. Meanwhile, the first turret has fallen, and it is in the bottom lane with Dragard and NA American. And with that, the turret plating has also fallen. It's a big first fight here. Dorian able to save himself. He'll try to get out of there. Alice along for the ride as well. It's a 4v2. Drundle will fall for the first time. Alice will fall for the first time as well. And the American looking to get out of there. Just like that, 4 Mustangs will fall. Will be quite a team kill. That top lane is still available. But it looks like the Titans able to pick up some scuttle. They'll move out after that 4v2 turns into a 4v4. But unfortunately, with that, Dorian will fall first. One of the Mustangs' biggest guns, and just like that, still within 3K gold, but it's now 7-4 instead of 7-0. Saw Alice look to get out of there, unable to do so. Some good, effective use of abilities there from the Titans. Keep them in this game. Mustangs still with pretty much every advantage here, other than the Void Grub advantage. So definitely go to the Titans. 15 minutes into this game, we are now definitely in the mid game. As NA American and Dragart move to the mid lane. Get movement of both of the bottom laners to the mid lane, so both the mid laners in the bottom. I stand corrected as the Titans mid laner will stay in that middle lane. Alice looking to protect her allies. Dragard and NA American. 3 of them working together. So I believe the Baron has spawned, or the Rift Herald has spawned. So both teams are going to look to get on that action. Mustangs are definitely going to want to do that for its tower breaking potential now that the tower plating is down. Mustangs will look to move their way over to grab this key element in this game. Alice still rocking away in the jungle. One of her first games in the jungle for the Mustangs, if not her first. Dorian in that bottom lane, getting a ton of damage in. Meanwhile, that top lane still pretty much at a stalemate, which is good for both teams here. Mustangs pretty much surrounding the Rift Herald at this point, looking for any type of opening here, but we'll probably get a team fight before that. To the victors go the spoils of the Rift Herald. Dorian getting slightly affected by the turret there. Able to get out. No one has gone after that Rift Herald left. We're waiting for a pick, and Dragart able to find it. We're able to find a nice kill in the mid lane. NA American looking a little low. He'll flash out. As Dragart is still there, he's looking low. He'll fall. Alice is there to pick up the pieces, though. Like hell, she'll flash out now. NA Americans provide support. Dorian's able to get in there. He's looking a little low. He will fall. And the Mustangs not looking to fall any further, but unfortunately, NA American will fall. Trundle finds himself in the mix. The Mustangs, after that one pick, haven't been able to do much. He will use his flash. He'll try to get out of there. The next Drake has spawned. Mustangs get out of there with only 2 killed, or 3 killed, I believe. Not the best look. Is now 8-7, only a 2K gold lead for the Mustangs. As they will take this, as the Titans will take this opportunity to grab great damage on this turret. NA American gets back, scares them off. And the Hextech Drake will be taken down by the Titans. They'll empower the auto attacks. Another turret falls, this time in the top lane, so the Mustangs with the 2-turret lead here. But a couple of the Mustangs turrets looking low as well. And again, nobody has gone after that Rift Herald yet. Obviously, the Mustangs in a pretty powerful position. Obviously not looking too good in this mid-game here. See how they look in the mid-game, into the end game here in about 7 to 8 minutes. Alice moving back for some mid-game to late-game items. She'll cancel that, go in a little bit of a fight. Meanwhile, Dorian looking for some quick picks in the bottom lane. And are the Titans looking at that Rift Herald? Looks like at least 1 or 2 of them are around it. Meanwhile, the mid-lane fight continues. As we will see more members of this team get involved. Dorian's able to get out of there. Will he be able to do much more than that? One member of the Titans looks a little low. Mustangs looking to capitalize on the pick. As 4 out of 5 Mustangs are here and 5 out of 5 Titans here. Dorian's the first to fall in this fight. The Bastion has spawned. The Baron has spawned. Dragart able to grab at least 1 pick here. Goes back and forth. Only 1 member of each team has fallen in this fight. Not really sure who to declare the winner, though. I don't think there is a winner in that fight. 2 of the strongest members of both teams fall. Dragart remains in that mid lane, supported by NA American and Alice. Still running around in the enemy jungle now. Mustangs make their way back, grabbing some fun items. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here for a couple. I'll leave the scoreboard on screen. "21 minutes into this game, getting close to the end game here. Mustangs looking strong, still got that 3K gold lead, but only 1 kill. Only in the lead by 1 kill. They've still got 2 turrets down. Titans yet to take down any of the Mustangs turrets, so we'll see what they're able to do here. They still got quite a bit of gold on both teams now, both up towards 40K gold. A lot of great items on both sides of the field. Mustangs once again looking for a little bit of a pick here. They'll look for much more than that. Trundle moves into the backline. He's trying to get anything here. He will not find a single... Oh, he'll use his ultimate to try to get out of it. Unfortunately, he will fall. Meanwhile, to double kill for the blue team, they'll take the leading kills. They'll look for much more than that. It's all 5 of them together. They get a little greedy, though, and the Mustangs able to grab a kill. We'll tie things up in the kill feed. It's a 2K gold lead, though. What once was almost a 6K gold lead for the Mustangs has now dropped to nearly a 2K. 2 Mustangs down for at least the next 13 seconds. Dragart looking for a pick. He'll join with NA American and with Dorian, and they'll be able to grab one. They're looking for 2. They'll be able to find it, and they'll go after the Baron Noir. All 5 Mustangs have to be alive in order to gain the effects together. So we'll see what they can do. A 4th Mustang has joined the fray. Trundle, the only one's not there, but a Mustang's turret will fall. But the payoff is so much sweeter as they get the Baron. Another Drake has spawned, as it looks to me like the Titans are going to make their way down there. Mustangs with 2 dragons right now. Titans looking to score their 2nd dragon. As it looks like all roads converge on this dragon's site. Both teams fully ready to go. Dorian almost gets stuck on the way into it, though. Mustang's looking for a little bit of poke damage. It's another Hextech Drake. Mustangs able to grab it. They'll grab their first Drake of this game. Mustangs move in here. They'll grab another kill, a 2nd kill on the Titans. They'll look to move things even further forward here. Trundle looks a little low, but he'll move his way forward. He'll be able to make it out of there. He will be able to make it out of there. Mustangs with 2 excellent kills, a lot of great damage for them. They're going to look to take down this turret in the mid lane, and they're not going to stop there yet again. Pushing forward, they'll grab yet another kill. They're up by 4 kills now, and they are going to try to grab every turret they can. Mustangs grab a 2nd turret in the mid lane. Extend their lead to 4-1 on turrets, 14-10 on kills, and a 5K gold lead. Pretty much their largest gold lead of the entire game. Mustangs grabbing some good EXP. Played really well in that fight. I believe they still have the effects of the Baron on all 5 of them because they were all alive when it got taken down. Mustangs in a really great position as of right now. Mustangs rerouting towards the lower end of the field. The Titans look to hold back the Mustangs' advancing minions. In a great position right now are the Mustangs. They've played beautifully so far in this game. See Dorian make his way back, grab a couple of more items, and make his way directly back into the fight. Both these teams been a bit skittish around each other for the last couple of minutes as we enter into the end game now. The Mustangs with a couple of big advantages, a lot more gold, almost 7K on the Titans. And a little bit of a fun mid game there, but unfortunately the Mustangs have come right back at it in the end game. A great start there. And 3 of them look to make it an even better one. Alice stealing some of the jungle from the Titans. Mustangs grabbing a little bit of scuttle. they are waiting patiently, I assume, for the next Baron to spawn. Looks like bounties are available as well. I'm not quite sure when the bounties occurred, but there are bounties right now. Mustangs looking to make a push down that middle lane. We got 3 of them there. Multiple Titans will find their way back. Alice looking for one. Dorian in that bottom lane facing off against the top laner from the Titans. They'll go at it. Both very high health. So we'll see what the 2 of them are able to do as we enter minute 28 of this game. About a minute away from the next Drake spawning. Mustangs are going to do that with 4 Drakes slain. Gives you a kind of a big advantage. I cannot remember fully what the advantage is. We'll definitely find out. Another Drake. This one a Hextech. Spawning in 42 seconds. Like I said before, Mustangs are going to look to take this one down quickly. Believe the Titans know what it means if the Mustangs are able to take this one down, though, so they'll make their way over there as well. Probably another big team fight incoming in just a minute or 2. Trundle able to grab 1. He'll look a little low. He'll look to get out of there. He's not looking to get out of there. Looking for a fight. He will be able to get out of there. Meanwhile, 3 Titans and 4 Mustangs make their way over to the Drake. It will spawn in. Mustangs looking for some immediate damage here. This 4v3, they have the advantage. Trundle able to grab a kill, that time in the top lane. And Dorian able to grab the first kill. He's able to grab a second kill there. It's a double kill for the Mustangs as they'll look to bring down the Hextech Drake. It is them and them alone on site. They'll have the Drake all to themselves. From there, they'll probably look to grab the next Baron, who's just spawned as well. Great moves out of the Mustangs, looking really powerful here. Up 17 to 10 and a 10k gold lead. It's another Hextech Drake for the Mustangs. Blue team has claimed that Hextech Soul. I believe it gives them some huge buffs. Another turret, this time in the bottom lane, has been destroyed. Mustangs have 6 turrets, so all of the surrounding turrets have been destroyed. They'll look to take down the second Baron. It's going to be good for them as we enter minute 30 of this game. And a great, great game so far from the Mustangs. They'll look to put an end to things here fairly soon as Dorian finds himself in a 2v1. And he will fall. Mustangs go back to spawn, regroup, grab some other items. See what they could do. Mustangs doing some damage in the mid lane. Not sure which lane they want to go down here, but they got their pick of the litter. Only 1 turret taken down on the Mustang side of things. Meanwhile, Titans have lost all 6 of their initial turrets. Mustangs looking to breach the inner circle soon, maybe put an end to this game, but we'll see what they can do. We got 4 Titans in that mid lane, 1 in the top lane. Here come the Mustangs, all powered up and ready to go. They'll look to take down this first turret here while dealing some major damage Titans will look to regroup just a little bit while keeping some forces on the front lines. The turret already down to half. Meanwhile, Trundle in the top lane with the original top laner from the Titans. Mustangs waiting on their next set of minions. All 5 of them find themselves towards the mid lane. Trundle puts himself in the middle. They'll grab that first inhibitor as well. The Mustangs dealing heavy damage. Will all of them be able to get out of it? Dragguard able to grab one. All 5 Mustangs still alive and kicking. Trundle's able to slay another. It's a second member of the team, a third, a fourth, a fifth. The Mustangs able to grab all 5 of the Titans. They'll grab these 2 turrets and they will end game 1 on a high note, on an ace. That's exactly how you want to end game 1 here in the Mustangs. Do it perfectly. What a great game out of the Mustangs. We'll make our way back over to the scoreboard here. An incredible, incredible first game out of the Mustangs. Played it a little bit slower than what we might be used to, but in a great way as we get into things here. I gotta change the score here. Mustangs up by 1 in this best 2 out of 3 series, up against the Titans, and really the highlight of that game was patience, patience, patience. Mustangs looked good through that early game, but getting into the mid game struggled a little bit. And it wasn't that they weren't powerful enough, it was that the other team had scaled really, really well. And it's not a bad thing. I think the Mustangs expected that, but things looked really good. So things are looking really, really good for the Mustangs so far. After game 1, everything looks really, really good from this team. Really excited to see all that they can do. Once again, looked really strong in that early game. Kind of struggled towards the mid game, but obviously their characters aren't built as well for the mid game, but they were able to survive it. They were able to go into team fights and minimize damage just a little bit. They had 1 or 2 team fights where a lot of them fell, but they were able to come back into the end game and really finish that game off strong. A couple of really great performances from all 5 members of the Mustangs. Really a big shout out to Alice, who moves into that jungler role for this game and looked really, really good so far. And we will look to get into game 2 fairly soon here. We'll bring ourselves over to a quick break and be right back with game 2, so stay tuned.
Written in the back of my old diary, we all gotta break sometime. It's underlined and lead. Scroll across the screen beneath the spider ring. We all gotta break sometime. I left it all unread. Cracked inside a kiln between the firing. We all gotta break sometime. You blazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. We all gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. And the more I know, the less I seem to care. And the more I hold, the second set settled my debt, I'll miss the rest. That's fine, I guess. The cavern is a crowd around, and I could scarce get by on second breath between the press. Now it's 3 a.m. and I don't know how I'll get home. The way is barely paved. I can't keep my eyes from closing, so I'll hit replay.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'd wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you, won't you bed walks right through and shoots right out through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? What's a girl to do? Lying on my bed staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying. Love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, won't you bed walks right through and shoots right out through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Count say. The dust in my eyes enough to tell me what to do. And the bullet you left in my thigh, well, I'm giving it back to you. It wasn't always that easy, no, it wasn't always that slow. I just thought you'd like to know this time. I just thought you'd like to know. Then did you tell your mother what you did to me that day? Or when she asked you where you found success, did you simply turn away? I'm coming for you now, and I'm coming for her too. When you're in the ground, well, maybe I'll be done with you. It wasn't always that easy, no, it wasn't always that slow. And when the gun was cocked and when the bullet was set, well, there was nowhere left to go. It wasn't always that easy, no, it wasn't always that slow. I just thought you'd like to know this time, I just thought you'd like to know. And was I wrong? Was it fated from the start, or did I stand and chase that out? Here I wait inside a bar for that crowd, but your hand in a file, and he's coming for me now. Oh, he's coming for her too. And when you're in the ground, well, then we'll still have ghosts. Yeah, that's what we can do. The dust in my eyes enough to tell me what to do. And the bullet you left in my thigh, well, I'm giving it back to you. It wasn't always that easy, no, it wasn't always that slow. I just thought you'd like to know this time, I just thought you'd like to know.
Looking for a meaningful, in-demand career? Commonwealth University Bloomsburg's American Sign Language.
All right, and welcome back. We are getting straight into game 2 here. Mustangs up 1-0 over the Titans. Their draft has come and gone. We'll get our first picks in, and then we got a 3-minute delay. If you look to get this game started on a high note, Mustangs in a great position. Looking very close to this game right now. Mustangs in a great position so far. Obviously, both teams re-strategizing into the draft. Picking who to have. Loadouts need to be prepared now, and then we will make our way into game 2. Game 1 lasted about 30 minutes. Expect the same out of this one. Just about 2 minutes left before this game begins. If you guys have never watched League of Legends before, welcome. We have to wait for 3 minutes before this game begins. I believe it's having something to do with the director cam and how that operates inside this game. But this game should get started fairly quickly here. Mustangs once again up 1-0 over the Titans here today. This is not their only game though, so we ask you guys to join us again at 8 o'clock as we go up against the Wake Tech Eagles. That should be another fun game for the Mustangs. Their doubleheader today. Things are looking really good this week for all of our Mustangs teams. Things look good so far. One minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. This game is so close to getting started here. Just under 45 seconds now. Unfortunately, not much for me to talk about as we get everything underway, but we should get into this game fairly soon, and then I will have plenty to talk about as we move into this game. Mustangs looking to improve to 3-1 after, if and when they're able to win today. They'll look to go not only 3-1, but 4-1 as they move on to their game later tonight. And here we go into the game. Don't worry about the black screen that happens. We'll load in and then get this game underway. Mustangs spawn in, so do the Titans. And here we go in a good position currently. I will add the scoreboard, take away the time controls. Things look good. The board is bare, but it won't be for very long. Mustangs look to get into position for a good fight. Titans put up a good fight against the Mustangs. Had a great mid-game. As far as mid-games are concerned, mitigated some good damage that the Mustangs were able to inflict during the early game. So hopefully we'll see something similar here tonight with the Mustangs' victory. Minions should be spawning any second now. Well, I was wrong. They spawned immediately after I said that. Yes, we are. I'm seeing you guys in chat right now. We got a nice first-time chatter. We are in Game 2. We are in Game 2. You guys will hear that in a couple of minutes. But we are in Game 2. Mustangs took a Game 1 victory over the Titans here. I apologize. If you guys are coming from the Discord server, and from the Mustangs Esports Discord server, I do apologize. I forgot to send out the notification until after Game 1 had ended. That is on me. I apologize greatly for that. But the Mustangs in a good position. If you guys want to go back and rewatch those games, look no further than our VOD channel, Mustangs Esports, on YouTube. Will be posted there, hopefully within the next 48 hours. Fight on that bottom lane. Dragart and NA American find themselves back down there. Good fights already breaking out in the bottom lane. Mustangs looking for a pick. Will they be able to find it, though? Dragart looking a little low. He'll flash out. Meanwhile, NA American looking to get between the two. And first blood goes to the Mustangs. Beautiful position for the Mustangs to be in very early on in this game. Now 3 minutes in, about 2 minutes away from our first Drake spawning. The Mustangs looking good. Dorian looking a little low, but he'll be able to get out of there in the top lane. Trundle in the mid lane as well will look to get out of there. Mustangs doing well. 0.5k gold lead. They'll go after some Scuttle in the river, as well as a member of the Titans, and they'll be able to take him off. NA American gets credit for that kill as Alice looks to get out of the way. Dragart going in for the assist as the bottom laners come into play. The third Mustang will join the fray as the first Titan. Oh, so close there. Alice looking to grab a kill on one of the Titans. They'll move their way back around, and he'll look back to get another shot. Alice will grab the kill. Mustangs up by 2k gold, up 4-0 here in game 2 early on. Only 4 minutes into this game, the first Drake has yet to spawn. Things are looking good. So far, Trundle is looking a little low, which is unfortunate, but the Mustangs still up by 2k gold. Great moves from them as that first Drake spawns in right now. Mustangs in the bottom lane. NA American and Dragart playing very well. Once again, Alice finds herself in the jungle for the Mustangs. She's played really well there in game 1, looking to do so in game 2. So we get a little bit further into this game. Defending some of their towers here. Trundle playing a character. I do not know the character's name, unfortunately, but I do know that he is great going against any type of utility like towers. So it's going to prove to be good for the Mustangs. As we get further into this game, he's almost through, where he got some good damage on that first turret just after one swing of his briefcase. Big fight breaks out. Mustangs able to grab 1. They're able to grab 2. They're looking for a third here. As NA American, the only Mustang to fall in that match. It's now 7-1. A triple kill for the Mustangs. Puts them up by 4k gold early on into this game. We're only 6 minutes in. Almost 7 minutes into this game now. First dragon is there. Mustangs leaning on it. I believe that that will be an Infernal Drake, maybe? Not quite sure. We'll see in just a second here when the Mustangs grab the final kill on that Drake. And the Mustangs, again, it is an Infernal Drake. Got that right. Mustangs will grab ability power and attack damage. They'll grab some extra from that Drake. Meanwhile, another big fight, and it looks like it's over before it even begins. Trundle grabs the first kill as the Mustangs move out of the way just a little bit, gaining a little bit of space. NA American, once again, looking a little low. He'll use some good utility to get out of there. And the Titans will not give chase to the Mustangs. Mustangs continue to move forward here. Up 8-1. They've got a 3K gold lead now. Which I really do not believe the Mustangs are worried about at all. As Dorian gets himself into a fight. It's a 3v1 for him. As it looks like the Titan's able to grab some Void Grubs here. Gives himself a couple of extra abilities in this game when they find themselves so down. And a gank on Trundle now. He'll look to try to get out of the way, but he will fall in the mid lane. It's unfortunate for Trundle. Mustangs about halfway through that bottom turret. NA American looking to get out of there. Will he fall again? He's looking so low. Dragart running interference as long as he can. He's also low in that bottom lane. Both Mustangs able to make it out though. So incredible stuff from them. Good fighting there, Alice in the jungle. Mustang is looking really strong right now, sitting level 7, 2 level 7s, 1 level 6, and 2 level 8s. Got 1 level 9 on the side of the Titans, though. So things looking good for them this game, especially with leveling. Mustangs once again find themselves in a good position. NA American, though, caught out just a little bit. Dragart going to look to run interference yet again for his teammate in the bottom lane. Will we see Alice join the fray? We will. The Mustangs able to take that into a kill. As it looks like Alice, 2 Mustangs will fall. The only survivor is Alice. Mustangs find themselves in a decent enough position right now, up 12-4. 1 dragon killed. They've avoided the Void Grubs all afternoon. So we'll see what they can do. Trundle putting in some heavy damage on that middle turret, looking for it to be the first turret down. He'll move out of the way after the damage is done. Meanwhile, Dorian moves into that top lane position. And fun game as of right now. Once again, 3 Mustangs find themselves in that bottom lane. Alice supporting there. As another dragon has spawned. I believe this is going to be a Cloud Drake. The Mustangs looking to go all in on this thing. We saw a lot of big fights over by the dragon. The Void Grubs have spawned at the same time. Trundle puts some pressure on the mid lane here. Not able to do too much, though. Mustangs will take down a Hextech dragon. You know exactly what they do. Auto attacks. They will grab a kill on top of that. Dragart able to take credit for that one. Trundle with some big damage, but he's all alone in this 2v1. Or is he? Dorian comes to his aid. Alice not far behind. Mustangs still looking good, looking to take down their first turret, this time in the bottom lane. Mid lane turrets looking low. Bottom lane turrets looking low. I don't think the Mustangs are going to be able to take it down on this occasion. They'll be close, though. We'll see what they can do. As this game opens up for the Montco Mustangs. Trundle once again putting in some big damage, but once again, it's a 2v1. He'll use his flash, and he'll be able to get out of there. The Mustangs take down their first turret in the bottom lane. Good on them. Some heavy damage gives them the 1-up in that lane. Mustangs go, or no, the Titans going for a bigger advantage as they go after the Rift Herald. Draggart coming in, not able to do much. The Rift Herald in the hands of the Titans will help them take down some of these towers once the plating goes down. Mustangs looking good so far. 15-4, up by 6K gold. But the Titans now with a trick up their sleeve in the form of a Rift Herald. Another turret this time in the top. Oh, in the bottom lane, they've destroyed two. Mustangs looking for another turret in the top, in the mid lane. Trundle put some heavy damage onto that, but unable to do much more than that. Mustangs looking for their openings, up by 8K gold now. Still waiting on that third drink to spawn. That should be fairly soon as we enter into the mid game. Meanwhile, Dorian looking good in that top lane. Mustangs will grab their mid-game items. Alice has got a bounty on her head of 500 gold. It's going to make her a hot target in some of these team fights. Even if the Titans can't come out on top with a bunch of kills, they're going to look for at least one on Alice so that they can grab that gold. She's currently sitting 7, 0, and 4, which is incredible. Another turret has been destroyed, this time in the top lane. So you got two bottom lanes. I believe we got one in the mid lane. Yeah, we got 4. The mid lane and top lane both have one turret remaining, and the bottom lane's got none. Draggart able to grab himself another kill. See a 2v1 as Trundle looking good here as he just continues to rock these guys around. Turrets destroyed for the Mustangs in that bottom lane, though. Trundle able to grab a kill. Mustangs will move around. 4-1 on the turrets as the Mustangs try to move out of the way. Trundle looking a little low. Dorian looks a little low in this fight. Can he get out of it? Gives himself some nice overhealth. Waits for backup to arrive. They'll be able to take down at least one member of the Titans right now. Trundle gets a big hit on another to draw him away from the fight. Meanwhile, they're looking for even more turrets. Mustangs up 4-1 on turrets. So we'll see what they can do. The Mustangs able to take down a Cloud Drake. Didn't even see that one land. So that's increased movement speed when you aren't in a fight. It's not going to help them in this fight, but they will get another turret. Mustangs up 5-1 on turrets. They've got an 11K gold lead now. Things in an incredible position for this Montco Mustangs team. All the momentum has been in their wheelhouse now. 19 minutes in, severely into this mid-game. Looking to get into the late game fairly soon here. We'll see exactly what they can do. A little bit of a lull in the action as both these teams continue to go at it fairly hard. But the Mustangs with a big lead. 11K gold, 21-4 on the kill feed. 5-1 on turrets. They've got things tied up, and they'll get themselves into another fight. It's a 3v2, but the Titans are on the run as the Mustangs look to make it a 3v3. Bringing it right down Main Street for the Mustangs. You got 4 of them down there now. The Baron has spawned, but the Mustangs pay no mind to it. Some big damage on both sides. Trundle makes his way around. Not quite sure what the strategy is from him, but he'll make his way up through the top lanes. The rest of the Mustangs go out through Main Street. Four out of 5 Mustangs looking good. A little low on health, but still looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good for the Mustangs. I say pretty good. They're looking really good for the Mustangs so far. And the American makes his way down. Not much that they could do at this moment. "21 minutes, almost 22 minutes into this game now. Next Drake should be spawning any time. Yet to use the Rift Herald, or at least I didn't see them use the Rift Herald, which is on me if I missed that. The Mustangs still with that 11K gold lead. Trundle looking to put an end to the turrets. We got 4 of them on Trundle now as they try to make his way around. So 4v1, Trundle makes his way out of there. So the Mustangs will form up on him. Dorian working that bottom lane just a little bit. Come even further forwards. Mustangs able to grab that Baron. It's exactly what you want to see out of them. Mustangs move even further forward. The next Baron has spawned. Will we see a big team fight over here? Only time will tell, as it looks like. The Titans really want this one. Mustangs form up. They'll start the fight off. It's a little slow on both sides, but any American looking low. So Mustangs able to grab a turret in that top lane. All 5 of the Titans are away from their spawn. The Mustangs look a little bit low, but so do the Titans. As Dorian looks to move in towards the end of this fight, 3 Mustangs fall, but so do 3 Titans. Trundle moving in on that inhibitor. He'll be able to take that down. So he'll go after the towers as well. Dorian is alone. He'll look to grab at least one of the towers here. He won't be able to do it, but his minions will. Trundle will look to get out of here as quickly as possible. As another turret in that mid lane has been destroyed, even down 3 Mustangs. They've got a huge advantage here. 2 inhibitors taken out. Mustangs grabbing some end game weapons. 25 minutes into this game, and the Mustangs up by 20 kills and almost 20k gold. I think it's like 16 or 17 gold right now. Or it's 14 gold, I apologize. Both teams playing a little bit into the jungle, but another Drake. I believe this is a Cloud Drake or an Ocean Drake. It's a Cloud Drake, so more movement speed when you aren't fighting for the Mustangs. Gives them some good abilities to try to force an end game here. Do it extremely quickly. And it all starts here with a little bit of a fight. Mustangs pull their way into it. Really don't have many towers to worry about at this point. They'll be able to take down one. They'll be looking for more. Here we go. Mustangs look to make this the last team fight of the day. Before their match at 8 p.m., they'll take them 4 out of 5 down. There's the 5th member, and he won't last too long either. It's an ace for the Mustangs. That's how they ended game 1. It's how they ended game 2. And the Mustangs take a 2-0 victory over the Titans. An excellent, excellent victory from the Mustangs. Start to finish domination from them is exactly what you wanted to see there in game 2. Things look really good for this team as we look forward to tonight's matchup. Mustangs find themselves up 2-0 over the Titans after today's game. Wake Tech is tonight at 8, but our stream does not end here. We're going to take it to a quick break and then be right back with our stream interview. So stay right there. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. I am joined here by NA American, or John. So welcome you to stream. Things looked really good for you guys today. A 2-0 victory. How does it feel?
Feels good. Yeah.
It's a great start to the day. Anytime that you could do this. Obviously, a game tonight at 8 p.m. for Wake Tech. We'll get a little bit more into what that game might look like down the line. But for today's game, you found yourself in an unfamiliar position in the bottom lane. Where do you usually lie?
I usually play jungle.
Okay.
I've been playing jungle these past few weeks.
So what gave you the idea for the switch? Why did you make the switch? And how did you feel today playing in the bottom lane? It looked really good.
Yeah, so I think the reasoning for the switch was, well, one, in solo queue, I've been playing really well in support. I hit masters. And then for scrims, whenever we play jungle for me, it always seems like I can't get a lead. I can't get ahead because it's hard to play off some of my laners. So we decided to guarantee that if one of our lanes win, then we can win the game. So that's basically what we did.
Well, it looked like it played dividends here today against the Titans. Obviously, you said that you played this a little bit in scrims. Is this the first match where you've made the swap from jungle to the bottom laner? And how did that feel doing it in an actual match as opposed to a scrim?
Yeah, this is the first match that we did it. I think it feels pretty good. It just feels natural, honestly, to play with like the same team. It's just a little swap with Alice on jungle and me on support, but it went pretty smooth. So
not a whole lot to talk about. A pretty dominant victory for you guys in Game 1 and Game 2. I think the only thing I want to touch on here, they got things rather close in the mid-game of Game 1. They got a couple of really nice kills. A couple of you guys just got caught out. How do you guys in the middle of a game say, okay, how do we keep our lead and continue to push forward to get this win?
Yeah, I think after that we lost the dragon, and what we were thinking is basically we don't want to fight if the fight doesn't look good, and we want to fight over objectives. So after that play, we made sure to not go for random fights, and we fought for the soul, and we just won the game from there. So
yeah, and it looked really, really good. It looked like, you and Dragart, have you guys played a lot together offline to get that relationship going, or has it just been in scrims and stuff?
we played one scrim together where I was support, but I mean, if two good players play ball in, you don't even need like practice with each other. It just comes.
Okay, that makes sense. I can definitely see that. I don't play a whole lot of League, but I can definitely understand where you're coming from with that. But things look really good with all 5 members of the team. It looked like a well-oiled machine. You guys extend your lead to 3-1 in the championship, which is fantastic. You guys are looking to do so even more so tonight up against Wake Tech. What do you do to prepare with these 2 games so close together? How do you prepare for both these games?
I don't know. I guess we just show up, we do the draft beforehand, and we just play the game.
All right. How excited are you excited for your game against Wake Tech tonight? Of course, after this victory, do you think it's going to roll into the Wake Tech game?
Yeah, I think the games are going to be more fun because they're going to be higher elo, so it's going to be more of a challenge, but I think we can pull it out.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And like I said, we end off all of our streams the same way with you giving shout-outs to your team or anyone else that might be watching or might watch this in the future on our YouTube channel. So who do you got to shout out for us today?
I want to shout out my jungler that replaced me as jungle, Alice. I think she played really well, actually. She said this is the first time she played jungle in like a month. So she played like extraordinarily well for that. I want to shout out my ADC because obviously he played well. Like, even though we didn't play together like at all, we played one scrim together. He still showed up. He played well, and yeah.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic and a great way to end off our stream here. Join us at 8 p.m. tonight when the Mustangs take on Wake Tech for our second League of Legends match for the day. Until then, I am Corrupted. Have yourselves a wonderful afternoon.
Educational and workplace settings through a competitive hands-on curriculum. Gain real-world experience while engaging with the deaf community and graduate ready to meet the growing demand for skilled interpreters. Discover your future at Commonwealth University Bloomsburg. Visit Commonwealth